Hello and welcome back to my video on boarding action. Warhammer 40k, of course. So boarding action is a new-ish game mode for 40k, limited to 500 points only. And personally, I think this is like a perfect way for people who plays Kill Team who wants to expand to regular 40k because you don't really need too many models. You can bring your Kill Team models too. I think all of them are usable in boarding action. All right, so GW has released some boxes for boarding action, and let's see some of the boxes. And I'll check out like all of the boxes. They have like 5 on preview. I think these are out already, like these two. I think these are out. I'm not sure about this one, and they just announced 3 more, right? If they announce more, I'll talk about them later. But yeah, let's check out the first one. Now, this is the one that I don't really like, and not because I hate Space Marines, but because if you buy this, you don't even have enough to play a boarding action game, right? Which is very stupid, right? Let's see here. Let's make a list using that box. That's a Space Marine box, so let's just make an Ultramarine list because that's the default, right? All right. Arcs of Omen. It's not really Arcs of Omen, but whatever. It's 500 points. And we have a captain in Gravis armor, right? Where was it? Captain. Yeah, you can notice that I'm not used to making Space Marine lists because I don't play Space Marines. Where the heck? Huh? Oh, goddamn, I'm blind. All right. This is the one, and then you have what exactly? Heavy intercessors and assault intercessors. All right. All right. Assault intercessors and heavy intercessors. Okay. I mean, it could be worse, right? Because you can double these as 2 units because it doesn't matter if you put it as 1 unit. It's actually worse that way because you have the slot. You can bring up to 3 troops. Might as well bring them like this. Wait, do you get 2 sergeants or is it just 1? Oh my god. Don't tell me it's just 1. You only get 1, don't you? Oh my god. Damn. Okay, so unless you can kit bash one of them into a sergeant, I guess you're stuck with 1 unit of assault intercessor. Damn. Alright, so up this to 9. Change the weapon for the sergeant into pistol, plasma, I suppose. If you want to play with overwatching, I guess you can use hand flavor, but the strength 3 is not that great. So I'll just go with plasma pistol, I think. Yeah. For the weapon, I mean, you don't really need a power fist because most of the targets in boarding action will have a maximum of toughness 6. On average, you'll be fighting like toughness 4. Rarely 5, but sometimes you'll be fighting 5s. But yeah. So a strength 5 weapon would be good enough, like the power sword should be fine because it's AP minus 3, but if you really want to use a power fist, it's also alright because it's damage 2, right? And anything with multi wounds in boarding action is quite useful. So sure, power fist. The rest of them is enough. For heavy intercessors, heavy 1, no rapid fire 1, assault 3. Assault 3 is actually pretty nice. But it doesn't have AP though. But this one is only heavy 1. It's not enough firepower, I would think. But it's your choice. It depends on what you're fighting. If you're fighting like a lot of 1 wound infantries, you can go with Hailstorm. If you're fighting like Terminators and stuff, maybe you could go with this because it's AP -2. Fighting in between, this is a good like middle ground, I suppose. You get to shoot more than this, but it's only 1 damage. So I would probably pick either Executor Bolt Rifle or Hailstorm. Sergeant, whatever. And yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the... Oh wait, for the weapon... I mean, fist, sure, I guess. It's hitting on, what, 3+, right? It's still good, yeah. Hitting on 3+ is nice. For the assault, yeah. Either power fist or you can change it to something else. They're 3+, huh? Let's just go with swords. Yeah, so you still have 110 points remaining. So, if you want to bring stuff, I would suggest bringing like an... I don't know. Intercessor squad? That should be fine. Right? Or you can bring another assault intercessor squad. But I don't think you have enough point for that. Oh, you do. Yeah. You can bring whatever. 1 more. But yeah, the box, you still need something to add to the box, which is not that great of a value. Especially when you compare it to the second one. There you go. Wait, let's check the rule first for Space Marine boarding action. Do they have like a special rule? Where is it? All right, here you go. Must be from the same chapter. Yeah, whatever. You can... Now, this is a very confusing rule, right? Because in boarding action, you cannot bring cavalry, vehicles, monsters, and whatever, right? But this specifically mentioned you can include 1 Lord of War, but only if it is a Primarch. So does this mean you can bring Rubute Gilliman, or can you not? Because according to this, it seems like you can. However, if you check Gilliman, he has the monster tag, which means you can't. So personally, I think, I mean, like, rules as written, you can't bring Rubute Gilliman. At least until they make an FAQ saying that you can, right? So I'm not sure. But even if you can bring Gilliman, I don't think that's a very good idea. Because putting a lot of points into 1 unit is not a very good idea for boarding patrol. The map is pretty big, right? It's bigger than the 1,000 point game map, right? It's bigger than that, and there's a lot of walls and closed doors, so you'll need a lot of turns to get from one side of the map to the other side, and like having like a 200 or 300 point in 1 unit is not optimal. Unless your unit can like wipe the enemy immediately, but I don't know. You can include 1 fast attack, but only if it's an assault squad that is not equipped with jump packs, or a Fenrisian wolf, or whatever. Oh, if you bring the wolves, you can only have starting strength of 5. Oh, okay. You can't bring 10 of them, only 5. Okay, that's fine. You can include 1 heavy support. Because I'm kind of pissed with this. You can bring Hellblaster or Eradicator, but sisters cannot bring their Retributor squad. Like, come on. But whatever. But only 5, sure, that's fine. You can only add 1 company veteran. if you have at least a captain. And you can bring servitor if you have a tech marine. That's fine. If your faction is Adeptus Astartes, then there are some rules. The combat squad rule does not apply. Instead, unit splits by forming boarding squad. Yeah. Boarding squad is basically if the minimum number of unit is the minimum number of model is 3. I mean under 5, you have to bring the minimum number. But if it's 5, you can bring 5 or 10 models, but you have to split them when they are deployed into like 5 and 5. When an enemy model makes a ranged attack that targets a unit with the Shadow, Master, or Stealthy chapter tactics, if the attacking model is more than 6 inches away, the benefit is there. Yeah, I think it's originally like 12 inches or 18 inches. I'm not sure. It becomes 6 inches in boarding action. So this is very good if you have stuff like this. Like you gain cover if you're attacked from more than 6 inches away, which is quite all. Most of the time, this will be the case. Wolves cannot perform action, fair enough. And models with the outflank ability lose that ability. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it for the Space Marines. Let's check this one now. Unlike the Space Marines, where you need to buy one more box of like intercessors or whatever, these you actually have more than 500 points from this box. Especially, well, there's a catch though. The catch is, if I'm not mistaken, you have to bring Abaddon. Let's make a list. Not save. Chaos Space Marines. Boarding Patrol. Let's try not bring. Well, just use whatever, right? Like Black Legion, sure. 500 points. Now let's bring Abaddon. And then you have a Legionary, right? And then you have Cultist. Which one are those? Like, are those the Cultist mob or Accursed Cultist? Oh my god, I'm not even sure. Cultist. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'm not even sure. Which ones are those? They just say cultist. Which cultists are these? God. UK, sure, whatever. What is this anyway? Chaos cultist. Uh, is this like a cursed cultist or? Eh? I think doesn't have any special weapons or whatever, right? So I'm guessing this. Oh, definitely not. This is like mutants and whatever. Okay, no, not the cursed. So cultist mob. So you have 10. I think you get 20 from the box. Yes, 20 from the box, 10 legionaries. Okay. So if you want, let's say you don't bring the cultist. I don't think, yeah, you cannot bring 10 legionaries, right? If you have Abaddon. So you will have to bring the cultist, but it's only 10. You cannot bring 20 because it's only already 490, right? If you remove the legionary, you can bring 20 cultists, but I think that would be a bit too squishy. So the best option is probably bringing legionaries, right? Now, if you don't bring Abaddon, I don't think you have enough. I mean, say, can you bring 2? No, you can only bring 1. Special weapon, let's say you bring Reaper chain cannon. Sure, yeah. It's only 200 points. I guess if you... Actually, this is 200 points, right? If you ask me, something good, you can buy like Chosen. That's a good choice. Right? Chosens are pretty good because they have 3 wounds and they have tons of attacks. Yeah. You can even bring 2, I think. Yeah, you can bring 2. Damn. That is actually pretty nice. Like you use the cultists to just capture objectives and give like fire support. Legionaries, fire support, and whatever. You give them some marks of chaos, and then the Chosens to obliterate enemies. That's really good. Now, here's the problem. What you get from the box seems nice, right? With Abaddon. But the problem with Abaddon here is the same with Gilliman before. You have tons of points into one model. Okay, so Abaddon is standing on an objective, and then what? Can't do anything else. Now, you'll have the cultists to stand on the objective, but still, Abaddon cannot go from one end of the map to the other end of the map within just like one turn, especially with only 6-inch movement. Even if you advance, it'll take time. Right? So be careful where you put Abaddon, preferably in the middle of the map so you can just go wherever you're needed. Yeah, that should be decent enough of a list. But for Legionary and Cultist, you probably need to not bring something. Right, 4, 5, sorry, I'll remove 1. Yeah, that should be enough. There you go. All right, next, we'll look at the Necron ones. Now, Necron boarding troll box is, I think this one is pretty nice. I think you have enough troops to like capture objective. There are like a lot of melee units, and the Ophidian destroyers, those are really good for boarding action. Let's make a list. Necrons. Oh wait, I forgot. Let's check the list first. What are the rules for chaos? There you go. Same legion, whatever. 1 fast attack, only chaos spawn. Yeah, if you have a chaos spawn, you can bring them. They're only like 21 points, if I'm not mistaken. So you can fill up the slots if you want to. You can include up to 2 HQ, but one of them have to be Dark Commune. Sure, I guess. Yeah. You can include more cultists units than Traitor Astartes Core Infantry unit, but no more than twice as many cultist units as you have Traitor Astartes Core Infantry units. Oh yeah, well, whatever. Okay. You cannot include more than 1 model equipped with a Balefire Tome. It's in the Legionary. Okay. If you include a Traitor Astartes possessed, it can only have a starting strength of 5. Fair enough, because they're really good. When forming boarding squad, do not split cultist mobs. Oh, do not split cultist mobs. Oh. Okay, so for cultist mobs, you'll still be using 10 of them, not 5. Okay, but for accursed cultist, they must form boarding squad. So if you bring 10 accursed cultists, it'll have to be 5. Oh, no. Accursed cultists are like 2 units, right? Like the mutants and the torments. So yeah, you have to split them up. Okay, fair enough. If your faction is traitors or Astartes, then the following rule. When enemy model makes a range attack, oh yeah, it's the same if the 12-inch away becomes 6-inch away. And these two, I believe these 2 psychic powers are like harder to cast because it's 9 and 8 now. All right, you have to remember that. All right, let's check the Necrons. Necron list, Arcs of Omen, Dynasty, whatever. This one. So I believe Necrons doesn't get an HQ. Yeah, you don't get an HQ. So you get Lich Guards. Yeah, 10 Lich Guards, 10 Warriors, and 3 Ophidians. Yep. All right, let's go with the Warriors first. Of course, you'll be bringing warriors, and of course, it'll be Ghost Reapers. Definitely Ghost Reapers. Because you want them to run. Necrons are very slow, and you want the warriors to advance. So they can move faster and get to the objectives faster, unless you're baiting the enemy, which is probably what you should be doing anyway. Because most of the time, if you're the one holding the objectives first, you'll get shot to oblivion. So it's better in boarding action to wait until your enemy moves out of cover, moves out from behind the wall, and then you get to shoot them first, unless they've set up for Overwatch. But overall, I think Ghost Reaper is good because you can run first and then shoot, and also because it's Assault 2 with Strength 5, AP -2, Damage 1. Pretty nice. This is rapid fire, but it's only Strength 4. Having more strength is nice. That's the warriors, and then you get Lich Guards. And you have 10 of them, huh? Which one should you bring? The War Scythe is pretty nice. Is that Strength 6? Ooh, Strength 7. Okay, that's pretty nice. Strength 7, AP -4, Damage 2. That's really good for boarding action. However, in this one, you get more armor and 4+ invul with Strength 6. Oh, definitely the sword. You don't really need Strength 7, right? Most of the time, you'll be fighting Strength 5 or 4. Rarely 6. I think the ones that there are 6 is if you're fighting like Votan. They can get like toughness 6, but whatever. It's very rare. Yeah, go with the sword and shield because give them extra durability. You'll be bringing 2 of these, and you can bring the Ophidian Destroyers. Yes, it's a fast attack, but it's you can bring them according to the rules. We'll check them later. I don't think they have like any other upgrades. Yeah, this is it. But these are really good, right? They move very fast. Move very fast. So just hide them behind a wall. Just make them open the door and then hide behind the wall. And when the enemy comes close, you move 10 inches and then you charge. It's really good. Or you use this, the tunneling horrors, which is even better. Just set them up in reserve, and on round 2, just make them pop out of like some room and then charge the enemy. It's really good. Rerolling hits of 1, exploding 6. Damn, this is so good. And when the enemy is fighting back, it's -1 to hit rolls. Look at the weapon. These are really good. But you can only bring 1. But that's fine. This is 450 points, and that's enough. That is enough. If you really want to, I think... Wait, I don't think you have... Oh, wait. From the box, you will gain 1 plasma sight because it's in the Ophidian Destroyer sprue. So yeah, just bring 1 of them. So why not? I think that's it. I don't think you can put anything else. I mean, you can bring Crypto Thralls if you don't bring the plasma sight. Sure, I guess. But yeah, overall, I think that's it. If you don't bring the plasma sight, though, you can bring flayed ones. There you go. That would be kind of nice. Make the Lich Guard like stand in front of the flayed ones. That could work. So yeah, Necron box seems like a pretty good deal, right? You can add a flayed ones if you want to, but even if you don't, this is already pretty nice. This is like what, 4 units? No, this is 5 units when you play because you have to split the Necron warriors into 5 and 5. But yeah, all right. Let's check the rules for Necrons. Where's the rules for Necrons? Is it here or? Oops. There we go, Necrons. You can bring 2 HQs, but one of them has to be a Cryptech. If you have Cryptech, they don't. You can bring them even if they have Fly. Normally, you cannot bring anything with Fly. Canoptech Scarabs you can bring even though it has the Fly. You can only add 1 Cryptothralls, that's fine. But if you at least have the Cryptech, yes, can bring Plasmacite, but you have to have the Destroyer Cult, that's okay. And this. Oh, wait, where's the rule adaptation? Models with Fly lose Fly, fair enough, right? When a model translocates using the translocation beam, it can move across models as if they were not there, but it cannot move across terrains such as walls and closed hatchways. Oh, okay. If any units from your army have the aggressive territorial dynastic code or eternal conqueror, instead of all of those units gaining OPSEC, each infantry model in such a unit counts as 1 additional model when determining control of an objective marker. Okay, that's fair enough, because having OPSEC means you can make the objective sticky. If you just give all of them OPSEC, that'll be, damn, that's just broken. So this is fair enough. So only warriors and immortals, I think, can make objectives sticky. That's fine. If any units from your army have the relentless expansionism, rather than all units with it making a normal move at the start of the battle, you select one of those units that is within 1 of your entry zone, make a normal move up to 6. Okay. Kinda sucks because Necros are kinda slow, but I guess it's fine. When you deploy a Destroyer Cult, you can put Canoptech Plasmacite into that entry zone. Yeah, that's nice because you need the buff, right? And if you put the Plasmacite, like if the Plasmacite takes 1 deployment slot, that would suck. Because deployment slot is very valuable. You usually only have 4, depending on the mission. Sometimes you have 5 slots to deploy, 5 spaces. Yeah. If a Scorpack Lord model is your Warlord, each time you set up another unit from your army on the battlefield, you cannot set your Warlord up sharing its entry zone alongside that unit. Oh? Wait. You can't do that anyway, right? Can you? Oh well, whatever, I guess. Flayed ones gain the following ability: Lurking Horrors. Each time an attack is made against this unit, subtract 1. Oh, that makes them even better. Yeah. Basically, if you buy the box, buy flayed ones too. Those are pretty nice. So you get a 500 point RB, and it should be pretty good, I would say. Yeah. All right, next one. Tyranids. These. Okay, what you get from the box is less than ideal, I'll have to say. Because seriously, look at this. You gain 8 Gene Stealers, right? Remember the rule about boarding squads? You either bring 5 or 10. You cannot bring 10 Gene Stealers because you only have 8. And look at the rule. I do not think they have rules that say, yeah, you can bring 8 Gene Stealers. No, you still need to bring 10. Let me see. There you go. Must be same Hive Fleet, Neurotrope, Zoanthrope, Venomtropes can be included, even though they have Fly. You cannot include both Zoanthrope and Venomtrope. That's fine. You can only include 1 Lictor. You can bring fast attack, but only Ripper Swarms. Not very good. When forming boarding squad, do not split Termagants and Hormagaunts. That's nice because 5 Termagants or 5 Hormagaunts are useless. Even with 10, they're kind of useless. All models lose Fly, fair enough. You can measure through walls and closed hatchway when determining if a unit is within 6 inches of a synapse. Okay, that's good. If a unit is within synaptic link range of another friendly model, yeah, 12 inches, you can ignore the walls. That's good, because if not, that's making it harder for yourself. If any unit from your army have the synaptic goading biomorphology rather than all endless multitude unit with that biomorphology making a normal move at the start of the battle, they move 6 inches instead. Okay, that's fine. When manifesting the paroxysm psychic power, in addition to the selected unit not being able to perform Overwatch or set to defend, if they have already performed the action, it's cancelled. Yeah, because Overwatch and set to defend works differently in boarding action. They're actions now. They're not like reactions. They're not stratagems. You don't pay CP for them, but you have to set the action first. So you move, and then you set Overwatch, and when an enemy moves into your line of sight and then stop moving, you can shoot at them. They don't have to charge your unit. So be careful with some abilities that say, when this unit is charging, you can ignore Overwatch. Yeah, those are kind of useless in boarding action. So be careful with that. And when an enemy model makes a range attack at a unit with tunnel network and naturalized camouflage, yeah, it's now 6 inches instead of 12 or 18 inches. This is very nice. Which is also why I will suggest, if you're playing Tyranids, go with Jormungandr. Let's make a list. Let's make a list, yeah. Tyranids. Jormungandr. Why? Because with Jormungandr, if you're getting shot at from 6 inch away, we've just checked the adjustment, right? From 6 inch away, you're considered to have dense cover. So enemy 2-hit rolls are -1 from more than 6 inch away. That's really good. Combine this with Lictor. So basically your Lictor cannot be shot at if the enemy is more than 6 inches away. It's really good. For the other one, I would suggest taking this Augmented Ferocity because it's +1 to charge. That's always nice to have. All right, so from the box you get the Broodlord, right? Bring Smite. Smite is very useful. You cannot bring the artifact. You bring this, whatever, I guess. It's not really that great. Bring Psychic Scream. You can bring 2, right? Wait. Oh no, 1 Hive Mind, huh? Okay, so no Psychic Scream, but bring Catalyst. Yeah, for defensive. We'll be giving this. We will giving this to the warriors. The Broodlord will hide. Don't show yourself to get shot at. No, show the warriors. Enemy shoots at the warrior. The Broodlord just hide behind walls, and after the enemy show themselves, use the Broodlord, move forward, smite, and then charge if you can. Right? Yeah. Yeah, just use Catalyst. Smite is always useful. Now, if you, all right, no. Let's move on to the warriors first. You bring 2 warriors because you have the points. I would suggest bringing dual bone swords, dual bone swords, dual bone swords. For the weapons, Death Spitter, Venom Cannon. You can also use Barbed Strangler if you want to, but I prefer Venom Cannon because it's damage 2. Bring 2 of these because you get 6 in the box, right? And then for the last one, you'll be bringing Gene Stealers. You can't bring 8, so you'll be bringing 5. You'll have 1 Acid Maw and Flesh Hooks, but these are pretty much useless for boarding action because, yeah. And then you have enough point to give some upgrades. You won't be using Infestation Node because if these get shot at, they'll just evaporate. You won't be regenerating any of them. So Toxin Sacks might be useful. Yeah. Give him this. This is good because hit rolls of 6 automatically wounds and 5 Gene Stealers is like 20 attacks. You'll be getting 6s. So Toxin Sacks, definitely. And give one of your Tyranid warriors like either Toxin Sacks or Adrenal Glands. That's fine. Adrenal should be fine because it adds 1 inch movement, right? Yeah. There you go, 500 points. It's all good. You don't even need to buy anything else. However, if you want to buy something else, my suggestion would be to switch. Do not bring Broodlord, right? This will cost some amount of money though, right? Here's my suggestion. Throw away Broodlord, bring a Neurothrope, throw away one of these, and then bring... Here comes the Zoanthrope. Why does this cost a lot of money? Because you'll have to buy 2 boxes of Zoanthropes. And you don't even use 2 of the models. You use 3 here from the first box, and then you only need 1 model for the Neurothrope. That's kind of a waste of money. But these are pretty good in boarding action because they just shoot mortal wounds like crazy. And a lot of stuff cannot handle mortal wounds, especially from Zoanthropes, which on average will deal like, what, 6 mortal wounds? Yeah. Neurothrope also on average will deal like, let's say 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds. You shoot Smite once and then Psychic Scream once. Crazy. Yeah, it seems like too much. You throw away the Gene Stealers then, and then yeah, there you go. You have enough. Can Yeah. Also, you can fit in a Lictor if you downgrade some of the weapons in here. But yeah. All right. Let's check the last one, which is the Grey Knights. For the Grey Knights, let's check the rules first. Let's check the rules first. Where's the Grey? Ah, there you go. Grey Knights must be same Brotherhood. Yeah, that's fine. You can include 1 fast attack, only Inceptor. That's fine. You can add 1 Servitor if you have Tech Marine. Okay, and then you cannot upgrade them with this. That's all good, right? Next, models in Inceptor Squad unit have a move characteristic of 6 inches while they are on the battlefield. Okay. Personal teleporter's ability of Interceptor Squad unit is changed to once per battle. Models in this unit can use their teleporter to make a normal move. If they do so until that move is finished, model in this unit can move horizontally through model and terrain features as if they were not there. They cannot finish this move on top of another model or its base or within engagement. Okay, so basically you cannot teleport like far away, but only normal move, which is like 6 inches. But you can move behind walls. Okay, good enough, I guess. Could be worse. When an enemy model makes a ranged attack that targets the Grey Knight, while Tide of Shadow, yeah, it's becomes 6 inches, that's fine. You cannot attempt to manifest these, and then these will be 11 and 10. Fair enough. Alright, let's make a list. What do you get? Oh, wait. What do you get in this box? Castellan Crow, Terminators, or Paladins, and 10 Grey Knights. Okay, you'll be bringing Crow, I guess. Wait, let's start making it with Grey Knights first, because you will need the troops. Troops are always useful. Grey Knights. Patrol. Box of Omen, 500 points. Grey Knights. What kind of units can you use? Sorry. Interceptors, Purifiers, or Strike Squads? Definitely Strike Squad, because you need the troops, right? Probably 10. I gotta be honest, probably 10, yeah. Does this matter? No, right? Yeah, you can pick the weapon yourself, whatever. But if I have to check, let's see here. This is strength 5, this is strength 6. I think you should probably go with the halberd. That's probably the best option here. This is what? User. No, 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 no. Go with the halberd. because it's strength 6, basically making it easier for you to damage anyone, and it's damage 2, which is very nice. Or you can go with the staff. Staff is also nice. Strength 7, but it's only AP 1 though. This one is AP 2. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Halberd is good enough. For this one, probably also halberd. Actually, force sword is good. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Force sword. Oh yeah, force sword is only for the leader. Actually, no. Wait, this is strength 1, damage 2. This is also strength 1. Oh yeah, never mind. Just go with halberd because it makes it easier to damage anyone. It depends on what you're fighting though. Sword is also useful. Should you bring any of these? Yes, but only bring the incinerator. The others are optional. Like this, strength 7, it's alright, I guess. But I would prefer this one because you can set your unit to Overwatch and this will auto hit. Always useful. Bring this, remove 1. There you go. Strike squad. Just double it up. 10 models, right? You get 10? Yep. And then you get 5 Terminators. Or Paladin. I guess you can bring them as Paladins. But if you bring them as Paladins, do you still have enough points for Crow? Oh, you do? Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, bring Crow. Bring the Paladin squad. You only get 5 anyway. Oh, you get 5. If you bring them as Paladins, it'll be 3 models. No. Terminator, of course. So you get 5 models. Harder to kill. Yeah, and it's only 460, definitely. What are the weapons? Swords? Wait, what's the strength for Terminator squads? Strength 4? It's the same. Yeah, make it halberds. 1 incinerator, please. Also halberd. Yeah, there you go, 460. Oh, Lord. You cannot bring you cannot use the trait. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the list for Grey Knights. Now, can you add something else? I don't think so. You can't bring servitors because you don't have the tech marines, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's it. And I think this is already very good. Like Terminators are very hard to kill because they have 2+ and then 5+ invul. Yeah, 5+ invul and 3 wounds. Very hard to kill in boarding action. And the Brotherhood Terminators are only like 175. That's pretty nice. Okay, this is very good. All right, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it for all for the boarding actions. If they announce more boxes, I'll check them out and I'll talk about like what kind of list you can make and what you can buy to expand more. Like for the Grey Knights, I think this is already a very good list. You don't really need to buy anything else. Even if you want to, I don't know if not bringing Castellan Crow would be a good idea. Because in this list, Crow is pretty nice. Because you already have 3 units that are OPSEC because they're troops. So having Crow just move around and slaughtering people is fine. Yeah. Alright then, I guess that's it. That's my video on boarding action. Hopefully this have been helpful to all of you. If you are starting like wanting to start 40k, boarding action is a very good option. It doesn't require tons of money. I think these are not very expensive. This is like about 65 pounds. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but yeah, it could be worse. And from these, you can like jump to like 500 points of 40k quite easily. Just buy an HQ for some of them, or buy an extra unit for some of them. And yeah, all right. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time. Bye.